crowd around.
Diddly snips! My back aches something horrid!
Ollie, Ollie! Accent free! I've this burning, stopping sensation in my ribs. Something's in the wind.
Pick and choose while I've the inclination. Once I close this shambles down, you won't see me till next week.
This where I find the boxer they call the Maestro?
Maestro, champ, the undefeated. Folk call him many things. You are the Witcher who dropped the 3 lesser champions?
I am. Come to fight the Maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the Maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see? He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.
Fighting sober is like dancing to silence.
Forget fighting. Sure you can stand? You're blind drunk.
Not your bum-bopping business. Ah, you cheat, you chat, while my vodka's gone flat. Will you fight, yay or nay?
Let's go. I challenge you.
Hold on. Whoa. I am a man of principle. I keep to a code. I don't tinkle where I eat, and I don't fight folk who don't drink.
Meaning?
Meaning you're to drink, or hey diddle diddle out of here.
Sheesh. Fine.
Mesdames, messieurs, the Maestro will perform at last.
Let's do this.
When I tell you, you bumble! Hey, well done that. Under a post, yes. Scum! You beat me. It's not happened in years. Your fists, they're glorious.
Thanks.
I'm gobsmacked, I am. Have to drink it off. Oof, good fight. To speak true, I'm pleased you stripped me of the title. I shall have more time to pursue my chief interest now.
Witcher Geralt of Rivia is hereby crowned Fisticuffs champion of Beauclair. Bravo! Behold, your trophy.
A life without liquor's like loving without licking. One thing I've learned, a man thumps like he drinks.
Unky says if I'm bad, he'll give me to the witches.
Diddly dog. These hiccups.
When the Duquesa laughs, it's no laughing matter. Slithering snake by the...
Aye, pigs can fly. When the beast came for said the Peyrac Piren, the knight dropped his sword and tried to run, but without that honor, he was
Now bring us some ficky pudding and bring it right here.
Every single lady keeps a devil somewhere shady.
The witches zip through the streets while everyone sleeps.
Let me a little wet.
Oop, yep.
Do you like it here?
I'm going to Heath.
Bagatelle, where is she? She's not in her stall, not in the corral.
How the mighty fall.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair. Around here, it's wine, wine, and more wine.
The Duchess
But me,
sent the
I prefer
chivalric
brandy.
code. I swore fealty.
Phew, stinky.
I've 3 doublets, none of which are suitable to show myself in.
Banquets and wine are rather suited for pleasant mirth.
I won't go. I simply won't do it.
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
Do they pay you peanuts as well? A tip off the glass, good fellow.
Eat, drink, and loosen your belt, for you are in Toussaint.
You have no need for a servant, perchance, Master Butcher?
Sir de Peyrac Peyran writes no more. Some night.
Best cure for the beast, a witcher.
born in Toussaint is to be born under a lucky star.
Never thought I'd live to see times like these.
Master Witcher, here to hunt the beast.
You shan't
Don't crowd around.
with a rod. Sit, drink.
Greetings!
Night, bluff, and wine counsel no half-hearted measures.
Long
blows in
live
the
her
veins
grace!
of Toussaint.
3 cheers for Toussaint!
Should the beast you espy, tell the commander, be spry!
I've 3 doublets, none of which are suitable to show myself in. How do I muster the strength for it all?
Mates are wooed with ease.
Let us rupture
Every last one is free
that Trump
of
is the
disease.
famed witcher.
Such are the times, my...
Under Duke Raymond's rule, such troubles were simply
mates are wooed with ease. Every last one is
I'm
free
glad
of
to see her
disease.
illustrious
Their
grace
ears were
summon
tipped
such
like
a
spades.
professional.
Their teeth were sharp as blades. Then King Ludwig came along.
Mates are wooed
Wait,
with
no.
ease. Every last one is free Hey!
Wants to play tag? You'd never catch me.
I won't go. I simply won't do it.
The Butcher of Bluffican, called to be the savior of
Better to push quilts and drag hose, don't you think?
La 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 lee. Ha, ha, ha.
Gods, my knees ache. Something horrid will guess this champion. Cape Khan, start no brawls. Around here, it's wine, wine, and more wine.
Yes, Geralt?
Wanted to talk. That is, if it's no bother, Your Grace.
Why ever would it be? I'm listening. What is it?
Don't mean to pry, Your Grace, but curious how you met Dandelion. Mind telling me about it? So long as it's not a sensitive subject, that is.
Oh, ancient history. My father announced a grand tourney. Julian was invited. He was to compose a song about a valorous struggle in the arena. What he wrote was the most beautiful love ballad I had ever heard. Papa was furious. Refused to pay him.
Ballad. About you?
Not overtly. I was married to Raymond at the time, after all.
I get it. This tourney, quite a dose of pomp and circumstance.
We cherish this tradition. My great-grandmama, Adela Marta, elevated it to its current status. For the longest time, she could not decide whom to wed. Meanwhile, her suitors, and there were swarms, often dueled one another. In their contests, Ademarta saw an altogether comfortable way of picking the prime apple from the bushel of potential husbands, determining who had what she valued most in men: strength, valor, and cunning. Thus, she commanded them to take part in tourneys, though in the end she chose none of them, and wed instead the youngest son of Nilfgaard's reigning emperor, whom she met on a journey south.
But Beauclair's inhabitants had begun to enjoy the night's sparring.
Very much so. And not only they. The year after, knights from far and wide gathered to face one another for sport and glory. And so it has remained. Though the price has changed. The Duchess's hand and half the duchy are no longer in the offing. Still, Beauclair's tourneys are famed the world over. Of that we are rather proud.
Can't help but wonder how Toussaint manages to stay out of every war. Nilfgaard's next door, yet it never comes to so much as a minor border skirmish, not to mention a full-fledged invasion.
Our knights guard our borders. And my cousin, Emperor Emir Far Emrys, assured me Toussaint would remain neutral, and has kept his promise. I have oft tried to prevail upon him in no uncertain terms, to tame his belligerence, once and for all. Sadly, he has not heeded my pleas. To the world's great sorrow, I fear.
Sorrow indeed, Your Grace. Thanks for sparing the time, Your Grace.
Duty calls.
You got it.
I understand. Understand and approve.
here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
Pretty damn hot.
Around here, it's wine, wine, and more wine.
Guesses, Charlie.
I prefer brandy. Keep calm. Start no brawls.
Oh boy, oh boy!
Hey!
Good health to you.
What exactly do you do? What exactly do you do here?
Yes, Master?
Don't crowd around.
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
They say a great...
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Super in avenue.
If you say I should see it, I'll go see it right now, BB. Strange. Something behind this wall, I think. A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time. Renovations coming along all right.
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought with all the work on Corvo Bianco completed, and with the estate looking more beautiful than ever, it might be appropriate to commemorate the moment.
Sure, why not?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Sapramento, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here. And we've cause to open it today. And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part of the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly more reserved.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I going to produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Cyperamento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
Oh?
Good man! I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount. Promptly.
At your service, sir. The racing model is one I recommend. Light, durable, and a mere 50 crowns apiece.
I shall pay you double, provided they are ready today. A courageous heart overcomes all hindrance.
Clang, clang, clangety clang.
Truly, to send a witcher against the beast, it's as if one sought to
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
Like you to craft something for me, would you? So long.
She looked at me, all right. Looked right at me.
You believe the tidings from the quarry? A cow dropped from the sky in broad daylight. It's a miracle there weren't more dead.
Yes, of course. Obviously.
Lepiotus Weasing Lungs. A real witcher. There's naught to be done about them.
Do you like it here?
Begone from my sight!
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Colvin! Palmading! Welcome, my good sir.
Need a bit of grooming. My time's up. So long.
Palmading! Si Panthara!
No two ways about it.
Master Witcher, you wouldn't be seeking an apprentice.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Witcher, I've a matter of prime urgency and import. I must speak to you.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivienne shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivienne emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly... offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly, mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air. Notice any other strange behavior, additional symptoms?
No, Vivienne's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Tell me more about Vivienne. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivienne spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivienne, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivienne. Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand? Agreed. That is an amount I can indeed muster.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivienne.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Apply all the skills you mentioned on a daily basis, and against monsters, not targets and dummies. Don't need any training. Going straight to the tourney grounds to sign up.
Must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Summoning a Witcher? Was that truly necessary? And our knights with a Witcher? Was that truly necessary? And our knights with a chopped liver?
You'd best behave, friend. You're in Beauclair, see?
To be born in Toussaint is to be born under a lucky star.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia.
What a surprise.
Or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the Ducal Archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right. Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahir and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river. I'm Geralt, not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way, all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient. Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy. Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
I vow on the love of my lady, Yennefer of Vengerberg, to respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.